Hi everyone, I hope you've all had a good week this week. I am filming this on Tuesday because I am trying to get ahead of myself unsuccessfully because I'm going away, and I thought I would just film it ahead of time, so you'll get this on Friday. So I hope you all have had a good week by the time this reaches you. I am just going to dive right in today with this. I'm not going to mess about and talk about things that are irrelevant. I'm just going to carry on from where I started on Monday, which was the first chapter, which is called Portraits of Pain, from In the Shadow of My Pen, a collection of poetry and prose, and I'm just going to read 4 poems for you today. I do find it rather interesting when I go back and I'm reading over these poems, not only in the quality of my writing, but in also the progression that I've made with regards to what I went through when I was being abused. As I said, the book is a whole smorgasbord. It's not just confined to one subject. It is a whole smorgasbord of different poems. But the poems in the first chapter, obviously, I was not in a good place, and I think I'm realising now, 3 years down the line from when I published this book, how far I've progressed in terms of trying to come out the other side. Of course, as I always say, and I always repeat this, I wouldn't sit here and say that I am fully healed. I don't know if we ever are fully healed from what we went through, especially if it happened over a long period of time, which mine did. It was more than a decade. But I think as long as you keep trying, you keep showing up and you keep moving forward, that is the most important thing, rather than dwelling on it and replaying the tape. And that's the hardest part as well, I think, sometimes, is to stop playing the tape, change the narrative, change what you were told and the thoughts that arise because of what you were told and what was drummed into you. If it was mental abuse, it's very hard sometimes to change the narrative. So I am just going to dive in now, and I'm going to read these 4 poems for you. And my nose is starting to run, and I'm so sorry, but I don't have a handkerchief. I don't want to restart the video from scratch, because once I get going and I'm on a bit of a roll, I don't like to stop it. So this poem, and I know I've made a short of this poem is called Dance of Lament. As the clock strikes midnight, she begins to dance. In a gown made of taffeta and lace, she pirouettes among the stars. The moon lights up her face, a celestial angel, a vision of grace. From midnight till dawn, her feet dance to the songs in her heart. Only the moon and stars know her name. Tears cascade from her eyes, but she continues dancing until the sun rises and her tears are spent. Tomorrow she will do it all again, a dance of lament. And this poem is called portrait of pain. She is a portrait of pain, but she wears it with grace. Upon her head is a crown made of all her scars. By choice she wears the pain as a reminder of the battle she has fought. She has never lost a battle yet, but her wounds are bloody and raw. They are deep, still open, but she still has a gentle heart and kindness on her face. She is a portrait of pain, but she wears it with grace. And this one is called Eyes of Obsidian. Your love was a poison that I greedily drank from the chalice. Now it is too late for regrets of any. No, I'm so sorry, please let me start again. Eyes of obsidian filled with malice. Your love was a poison that I greedily drank from the chalice. Now it is too late for regrets of any kind. I cannot turn back the hands of time, or purge my soul of your insidious crimes. So instead I lay on my bed of fate, while the cold sheets of melancholy cover me, waiting for the grim reaper's hands to release me from my agony. And the last one I'm going to read today is called Cut Me With Words. You cut me with words and watched me bleed. In the gaping holes of my wounds, you then planted seeds. So I began wandering in a garden of self-doubt, a maze with no way out. Every day the hedges grew higher, until I could no longer see the light, and in the end I gave up the fight, while a part of me died. And so I think you can, from those four, see how I was feeling at that time, and I can assure you that I am not feeling like that anymore. No, I'm not feeling like that anymore. I am happy to be here. I am happy that I survived, and even though I still write about it, it's gone, and I can't change it. I can't rewrite it in any way, and I hope that in sitting here and sharing my story, it gives hope to other people that have been in a similar situation, and for them to know that you can turn your life around. It is possible. It really is possible. It's not linear, and you will still have times where you doubt yourself, and all the stuff that happened will come back, and you will cry, and it's just not a nice thing to go through. It's not a nice thing to go through, but I do believe that these kind of things make you stronger. And in a perfect world we shouldn't have to go through these type of things, but we're not living in a perfect world, and there's people out there who do like inflicting pain onto others for whatever reason, and ours is not the reason why. We can't, and that's another thing, you can sit and you can puzzle your brain, and you can say why, how, why, what, that's on them. And I can assure you that these type of people do not feel guilt or remorse of any kind. They don't. They don't. They don't feel guilt or remorse. They don't lie in bed at night and think, what I did was so wrong. They just don't give a, I don't want to swear. So I will be back on Monday with some more poems from that chapter of that book. I hope you all have a good weekend. As always, thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes, the comments and the shares. And I'm looking at the date and it's the 15th and I'm still trying not to think about it. I've still not checked, and I am going to check in today, and I am going to download my boarding passes. So I'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.